Okay. The time is, no, that's not right. Is it 9:37?
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
9:37. No, it's okay. Time is 9:37. This is appeal number 991. I am Helene Daly, and this address is 161 Butternut Lane.
Yes.
And the appellants are Blake and Stephanie Nicholson, correct?
Seraphin.
I'm sorry. Seraphin and Blake Nicholson.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
You know, it was strange. On our letter we received,
Yeah.
it was addressed to
I'm
Seraphin.
looking here, Blake and Stephanie Nicholson.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Seraphin.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
pretty.
Thank you.
Seraphin and Cherubim. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to swear you in if you'll raise your right hand. Both of you. Okay, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and if you'll just sign next to the X's. And so just to review, the town has you at $1,907,200, and you are asking to go to $1,596,430, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You know what?
And you brought additional information, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So here's a copy of our field card, and we actually did, I believe it's an error. Under topo, they have our property listed as level, and I don't know what the slope, I don't know how the town defines.
Where are you when you come in? Are you all the way on the right-hand side where that sloping property is? I know the house because I've shown it. I'm a realtor, so I know exactly.
Okay.
That's extremely sloping, and you have wetlands back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe
Yeah,
that
so really,
there's
just two main things that we, there's the slope, and then there's also the easement that we.
Yes, there is an easement, you're right.
Yeah.
So I used to be a realtor, and my best friend is a town assessor in Michigan.
Ah.
So I had her help me prepare this. So first of all, so usually level land is considered anywhere between 0 to 3%. And I think I noted in our statement that the slope of our property is 14.51.
Wow.
And so I don't know how this municipality defines it. 14.51. Okay. So generally 15% is considered steep for properties. And from a builder's perspective, from every single builder, from the building code people, 15% is where it's considered.
Even your driveway to get into the property. I can imagine how hard that is during this past winter.
Yeah, delivery people in the winter basically won't even deliver to our house.
Yes, I know.
My first year here, and I grew up in Michigan and Chicago, so I know snow.
Yeah.
But my first winter here, my SUV slammed into the side of the garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for construction purposes, builders it's considered steep because there's drainage issues, and they have to do a lot of work in terms of retaining walls and things like that for the property. And I know our builder, Chris O'Dell, he spent many, many thousands of dollars because the town made him put in a really robust drainage system.
And if I recall, that there's something with that property. Did a builder start and then stop, and then it took a long time for that to someone to pick that up again, and probably was Chris O'Dell, who said, I can develop this, but there was something about it. I have to go back and look.
I'm not sure.
Well, there's another issue in terms of where they wanted to drive.
Maybe it was the lot itself.
Yeah.
That sat on the market for a long time before a builder decided to pick it up.
Well, it was funny because, so here's the topology map of our house. So this is the driveway going down. So you come down the driveway, our house is about here, and then this whole area is the wetland.
And that's very low.
Right. And so then you can see here from this way. So you come down our driveway. All of that in red is the easement and the wetland. So the shaded area is the wetland. This is the bridle trail that runs through our property.
I was going to ask you, it's an easement for a bridle trail?
Correct.
Okay. And then I have another property that has that easement, and they haven't seen the horses in years.
Oh, no, we see them.
Oh, you do?
Now, adjacent to us?
Is the bridle trail association, if you will,
Yeah.
are they maintaining that area? Because,
Yeah, so we didn't know about that. Like, well, I knew about the bridal assistance, but they came and they like started to cut down trees and we didn't know. And, I called the town, because I went and talked to the people.
yeah,
I'm like, why are you guys cutting down trees? And they said that, the bridal association asked them to. And I just, I talked to the head of the bridal association and I just asked them to notify us so we're aware.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it is your property.
Because, we've seen people like
Dump
dump their trash or leaves back there.
How do you access that?
We can just walk down.
No, but
Well,
how did
so
the
from Holt
tree
Highway-
company?
From Holt
From Holt
Highway,
Highway.
there's, the bridal trail actually extends behind houses and then connects to Holt Highway.
Okay,
A little bit, below where Butternut Lane is.
okay.
Yeah, so I talked to the head of the bridal association, and I just asked them to let us know when people are doing work.
But I don't see anything on here, excuse me, let me turn this off. I don't see anything on here about a conservation easement.
There is.
Oh, wait,
noted.
easement, there it is.
So they gave us a 15% adjustment, but from my understanding, I mean, you have to look at highest and best use of the property. And ironically, this area in the easement is the flattest part of our land.
Yeah, I believe it.
So
I
if
believe
you
it.
look, I mean, this is over a third of our property. And if you were to, like, if we actually had highest and best use of the property, like, we could build an accessory dwelling unit, we could put in a pool. I mean, there's so much we could have done with this land, but we
Yeah.
can't. So it's all of
But
this
that's
land.
also wetlands, right?
No, just this part here
Oh,
in the
just-
gray,
Oh, okay.
just that part. But like this whole area right here, like on the other side of the bridal trail, that could be cleared.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So the easement is over 1/3 of your property.
correct.
Okay.
And so,
But what I'm looking at here is,
I don't think a 15%,
you've got something for the easement, but
correct.
there's nothing about, wait a minute, it does say easement
It
wetlands,
says-
with easement
yeah,
and
it says
wetlands.
access.
Okay,
Right,
Yeah.
conservation easement, wetlands, but it does not include the bridal trail easement. It says,
right.
that's the conservation easement in the wetlands.
Yes, it almost looks like they took this into account, but they did not take the broader, area, the broader easements into account.
Yeah.
And so and honestly, from my research and from what my assessor friend told me, she said that 15% is not sufficient. She says that generally easements will reduce your 30 to even up to 60%. So she said 15% is nothing.
So I wonder what that would do. We can, let's just ask what a 50 to 60% reduction would be on this.
Yeah, that's what she said. And she gave me her guidebook for everything.
Mhm.
And so, like, we have the official USDA slope classification, and ours is considered moderately steep or hilly.
Mhm.
And then she was just talking about the slope factor, and she said that they start at 10% as a standard discount factor to apply to the land. And this is all from the International Association of Assessors Officers, and this publication is the standard reference for me.
And you have that noted in there?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
And, just the facts in this document that I have here, this all comes from land valuation, adjustment procedures and assignments. This is the
Mhm.
handbook that assessors are trained with.
Perfect. That's great information. That's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so when you look at our property, our conservation easement, which includes, I just included the wetlands, the bridle trail, and the buffer for the 100-foot buffer.
Mhm.
So the encumbered land is 37%, and the usable land is 62%.
Okay.
But even when you look at the remaining land that we have available, so this is the house structure, but like, we can't even build here because it's so sloped, and we
Yeah.
also have the galleys.
Believe me, I know this property,
And we have galleys on both sides, so we literally can't build a pool here,
Yeah.
we can't do anything with
Right.
either
You're
land.
very
on either
limited,
side.
yeah.
So, and then this in front of our house is steeply sloped.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when I first moved here, I measured the slope of the driveway after I had my accident,
Yeah.
and I was like, what is the allowable maximum slope for a driveway? And ours is literally at the maximum, according to the town.
Do you ever get water in?
No.
the house?
That,
You really worked on the
spent a bunch on the
drainage.
drainage system, so
It-
we've got it.
In fact, we actually had, a plumbing, or a plumbing company come out and assess the drainage, just to make sure everything was okay.
Yeah.
And they said, we could build a hotel on this property with how good of a drainage system.
Wow.
He was like, this
Yeah.
developer went above and beyond. And so like, if
Who
you
is
look,
that again?
Chris O'Dell,
Yeah.
O'Dell Living. And so you can see from this topography map, you know, our driveway starts at 112 feet and we go down to 58.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
that's a huge elevation
Yeah.
change. And like our neighbor's house is up here,
Yeah.
they're over
And
85 feet higher
That's the
than us.
reason why, when I showed it, that's the reason why my clients didn't buy it, because
No,
of
I
the
love
driveway.
it because of the privacy
Yeah.
and it's.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful house.
And the house is stunning.
So how did you arrive at this number? And one more thing, did your friend who is
Yes.
in the assessor, so she's an assessor?
She's a town assessor
Okay.
in
Did
Michigan.
was she able to calculate for you, like, if you got a 50 to 60%
It was
reduction?
hard. She went through all the comps with me. She's like, there's nothing comparable I can find for you in terms of any property that has land like this.
But looking at a field card, your field card,
Yeah.
and knowing you have a 15% reduction, was she able to say if they gave you a 50 or 60% reduction, this would bring you down to X amount? She wasn't able to do that?
And when I did this calculation, when I asked for this reduction, I had not noticed our field cards that our property was level.
Okay.
So like, she was like, I don't know how your town, because every town is different, she
Yeah.
said. And she's like, I don't know what kind of adjustments they do for level versus sloped properties.
Yeah.
She's like, but our guidelines are, you start at 10%. She was like, and for your property, she was like, I would probably go to 25 to 30.
Okay.
And so I actually think, based on that, and then she just said this was ridiculous. She said the
Yeah.
15% adjustment, she was like, generally we see, she was like 30 to 60. And she was like, in your case, because of how much of your property it takes, and because of how sloped the rest of your property.
So she would go to 25 to 30?
So for the adjustment for the sloped part,
Yeah.
she said 25 to
Yeah.
30% adjustment off
And then,
compared to a
in
level.
addition,
And
the
then in
easement
addition.
and the wetlands.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. The three things.
Yeah, so I did not take that into consideration when I first wrote this document, and I didn't want to change it
Gotcha.
from what I submitted. So I actually feel like the land value of it should be much lower. And so, yeah, I asked for a 30% decrease, just based on the slope.
Okay.
But I didn't take into account the fact that this was only 15%.
Okay.
And I hadn't realized at the time, because when I wrote this, I hadn't talked to her about the,
So I'm just
easement.
trying to understand how you got to 1596.
So I simply asked for a 30, so I looked at the assessed land
I
value
see.
based on the new assessment, and I decreased it by 30%,
Okay.
just for the land only, but actually, like, now having reviewed all of this with my friend, I actually believe it should be higher than the 30% that I estimated.
You're saying the reduction?
The reduction should be more than 30% because
So
of
you're
both the
saying like-
topography and, because she said, yeah, she's like,
So that would recalculate that number.
right,
Yeah.
So you're saying, for example, if you were to take half the land value and then add in the home value, you'd end up in about 1,371,000
right,
is where you would end up?
yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
just wanna like make sure
Yeah.
we get the number that we're proposing.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna change it, this is the time to do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you just like
Yeah.
draw through that and write on this, or like what's okay,
yes,
like, what's the approach to
Okay.
do
we
it?
can.
Here, do you wanna do the
Um,
math?
sure.
I'm not very good at it. So, like what Audrey was saying is that, the topography change, so she said from level to steep, she said you would start at 10%, but based on our topography, and because it comes, like, 14.51 is so close to 15, which is the threshold
Yeah,
for
but,
steep.
I know, so you're
She
saying,
said-
what's the reduction?
She said 20 to 30, so I
And
would,
this is just on the land, correct?
correct.
Okay,
So I would take, maybe go with 25, split the difference.
okay, so we're saying like 0.75 times that, and then
Yeah.
you're saying on top of that,
On top of that,
there's
she said that,
what reduction are you proposing here?
so they already took a 15% reduction, but she said the total reduction based on
Does
the,
this represent that 15% reduction?
I assume.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
you've
because-
got two numbers. You've got the dwelling, which is
Right.
improvements,
Mhm.
and then the land. So
So
let's
this-
just
The land,
apply all of that percentage to the land.
okay, so the appraised value of the land includes at least the 15% discount already.
Okay, so we're saying, take the 1031,
Mhm.
900,
Correct.
we need to divide it by 0.85 to get back to the full value before the 15% adjustment is done. So we need to set, that gives you the full value of the land.
Well,
Okay,
wait a minute, you got the land as $1,035,900,
Right.
right?
Right,
Okay.
so
and then you're saying,
So let's do-
what, instead of 0.85, this should be what?
she was saying, 30 to 65, so I don't know if you want to go
40%?
60?
50%? Okay. So so if the 1031,900, if that
Yeah.
includes this 15%, we do this to bring it back to full, and then multiply by these two to get the appropriate reduction.
Okay, so can you do that math?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, is there a standard formula that, the town uses? Like, if your property is level, it's this, if it's,
That I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know how to understand what if I just took 50% of your assessed land value
Mhm.
right now, or appraised
Yeah.
land value right now, and then added in your dwelling, that brings us to 1,389,250.
okay. Does that concur or jive with? And it's so funny, because I've called the tax office before and talked to them about this. I'm so glad you know our property.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any other property like this, like with the land that's like,
Oh, gosh. I mean, I'm sure there are. Listen, I've been selling real estate for 28 years now, so yes, I'm sure there
I
are.
mean, I've seen some properties uphill, but not
Yeah.
downhill like ours.
Right. I mean, I have one, that came before us, and she crosses over a waterway. I don't even know what it is. It's just an offshoot of creek. And it actually, the water covers over her roadway to get up to her house. When during, like this past winter,
Yeah.
there,
Oh, wow.
she couldn't even leave.
Oh, wow. All right.
So let me just explain the calculations I did here. So I took the land value, the current value,
Assessed.
I then divided by 0.85. This basically takes out the 15%. The
Okay.
base-
To bring it back to
says,
the full
bring it back
value.
to the full value, let's take out the 15%.
Which is what?
So this gets you to, here I can, $1,214,000.
Okay. Okay.
And so then this is for the topo, and this is for,
Okay. So then did you take 50% of that number?
so then what I did is for the topography, we did a 25% discount. So times 0.75 to get the 25, so it's a 25% discount. So
Yeah.
that's where you multiply by 0.75.
Yeah.
And then this is the 50% discount for the easement, and so that's the 0.5. So we end up multiplying by both to get the total impact.
Okay. so,
And then this is the new land value with the reduction, 455, 250, and then plus the dwelling.
okay, dwelling.
Yeah, so, yeah, dwelling didn't change, it was just, it's all based on the land value.
And so,
Yeah, so I don't know, splitting it up like that, if they're gonna go for that, as opposed to just one number for the entire thing, but, you know,
I mean,
we'll
we can combine
we'll
them
look
together.
at both of them.
yeah,
So, I mean,
Well,
if-
she
even
said
if you did what I did, which is 50% of the
Yeah,
current land value,
mhm,
you know, you're still in that 1.3 and change, range. So you've got 1.326 here, I've got 1.389.
so, I mean, she said that this is the book that is like the Bible, this is what every appraiser is trained on.
Yeah,
And she said, all of this is in that book, and she said, these numbers, these guidelines are in there, especially, particularly for the easement part, she said that they talk about that extensively in the book.
yeah,
And
yeah.
she said that what we're getting, that 15% is way, way too low.
yeah.
so I think all she's saying is that,
Yeah.
like, she just recommends that we just have it, because I think this
It's too
separation,
complicated.
the separation, I think, is causing confusion.
Okay,
So I think she's
Yeah.
saying, let's boil it down to an overall number
okay,
to reduce the confusion.
Because like what your assessor friend is saying, 15% is not enough, but you
Right.
should be 50 to 60%. So even
Yeah.
if you just take 50%, let's make it simple, like you said.
Yeah.
And then add the dwelling, 1.389, 250. Would you be happy with that?
yeah,
If we ask that, all right.
that's fine. And then, like, and she did note, she looked up the legal status, like, and just the legal test.
Oh,
And
that's great. Good information, really
So
good
hopefully-
information. Yeah,
I wish I called her before I submitted that document, but.
are
Are you the one presenting this to the?
I am.
Okay.
I'll be presenting it to the board. And we
Fantastic.
do have another Realtor on the board, which is great. She
Okay.
knows your property too, I
Oh.
can guarantee you that.
We should be the case study for Fairfield.
Well, you know, but we've both been doing it for like nearly 30 years, so we, you know, as soon as you come in, I'm like, oh, I know that property.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my, I cannot believe I didn't notice this error on our
yeah.
field card.
Yeah, field cards are hard to read. Most people don't know how to read them.
So,
Listen, we even have trouble reading them sometimes. They're like, what is that? What is that?
I'm
mean?"
assuming there's no retroactive adjustment for this
Yeah.
error?
No, nothing is retroactive, unfortunately. Yeah.
That's what I assumed.
Oh, yeah.
So here's all of our documentation.
Yes,
Thank
perfect.
you so much.
You've done such good homework. I
Thank
love
you.
the fact that you have a friend who does all this information.
And it helps that I did real estate before, so.
Yes, in Michigan or?
Yes, in Michigan.
You want to do it here?
Either, the number of realtors in Fairfield County is,
Oh, yeah, well,
Thanks.
I still am in touch with my original broker from, you know, when I first started 28 years ago, and we
Mhm.
talk all the time, and he's got an expression, he said, we're like deer in this town, every time you turn around, there's another realtor.
I
Yeah.
know.
And it's true.
I think it's because the barrier to entry to get into it is so low, and the
Yeah, well, they
rewards are
did,
so high.
they did increase that, it used to be 30 hours, now it's 60 hours.
Okay.
But keep in mind too, you know, like, 95% of the sales are from like something like, you know, 5% of the realtors or something. So,
Right,
you know, like,
yeah.
most people, they have their license, they get it to like sell their mother's house or sell, buy their own house
To their
or,
one
Right.
you
friend.
know, or they just
Yeah.
like, it's a stay-at-home mom and she's like, oh, if anybody asks me, I can sell a house to them, you know, like,
Right.
people that are in the trenches all the time, it's a
Mhm.
very small percentage.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of
Yeah.
them, like, you know, they couldn't answer, like, when we first moved here, our agent couldn't answer, like, she didn't even know about the easements and things
Oh,
like
yeah,
that of the property, and like, she couldn't even do some of the basic math.
And how did you get her? Just curious.
How did you find
You just look
I
online
don't think I found it.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You were the one who moved out here first, so he moved out for a job at Bridgewater, and.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, I think it may have been through Bridgewater, right? Because I think Bridgewater had like relocation.
Yes.
I think
yes,
that's what it
they
was,
do.
actually.
They do.
We
Yeah.
rented this house for, what, 5 years
And
before
so-
we bought it?
8 years.
I'm gonna end the,
Sure.
recording here. Okay. Okay, the time is 10:06, and this is appeal number 98. I am Helene Daly, and the address is 25 Perry Street. The appellant is Jennifer Paz. Paz.
Yes, so thank you.
So Jennifer, I am going to, in attendance, we have Stephanie. Rotondo. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. And do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Okay, and then if you will just sign next to the X. Sure. There we go. All right, so let's just a quick review. The town has you at 718,500, and you're asking to go to 650, correct? All right, so why don't you tell me how you got there?
Well, based on the comp, she has a two-bedroom, which there are not a lot of two-bedroom houses. And on her street, you know, some of the it goes up and down. Like there's $1 million house, and then there's a like $500,000 house. Yeah, here's her her listing when she bought it in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I printed out the comps, the two-bedroom comps in Fairfield, because I didn't think it was fair to do, well, there are no two-bedroom houses in her neighborhood.
Okay.
So the three-bedroom and
There's
four-bedroom,
no two bedrooms in that whole
no,
Oldfield? Nothing?
no, not right now. So these,
Yeah, but how far back did you go?
I went just the year, but they said we couldn't do any comps beyond October.
Here's the thing. You mean October 1st, 2025 or 24? Did you go back to 24?
I went a year.
Okay, so from
A year.
October 24
Where's
to October 25, right?
Yes, here's the,
I will tell you that if you go on the website, on the town website, and they say if you're looking for sales comps, click here, and there's
Right.
4 lists. They have it categorized by neighborhood, by style, by price, and then there's a land comp too. If you look at those lists, it goes back to October 2023. So now, if you do choose a comp in that time period that's beyond the October 1st, 2024, they'll time stamp it to bring it up to, the base valuation year. But I'm just telling you that if the town is putting that on their website and they're using, till October 2023, then we can use it too.
right.
So if
Okay,
you find
then I
any
didn't
more,
Yeah, I could go back further, because this goes back to March. I only did a year. So March 20th.
absolutely we'll use it,
This-
100%.
Arbor Drive, which is in Southport, the list price was $700, and they only got $640.
Mhm.
So,
Go to 650, okay.
this goes back. This was the recent one, but I took out the ones that were, because I thought it was from October. I thought they wanted super recent. But these match these, so we'll keep that in. And then I did do a neighborhood comp that had 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom, and this is what they came to, 655, 635, and 590.
Because that's another bunch of comps that we can use, because I realize it's hard to find the 2-bedroom comp. So if it's a 3-bedroom comp and it's similar square footage,
Right, then this is.
then you would just
right
take
there.
into account that, well, look, this is 3-bedroom
Right.
and it's 2 full baths,
Right,
and they only got 650,
Right.
670, yeah. So, all right, Perry Street, so we can use Mill Plain Road, that's good. Bradley, not so sure, because that's right across from the highway, so that really,
I know, I did that because that's a terrible location, and they,
Renovated?
no,
well, they did, but,
yes, they had, a beautiful kitchen. Were you in the house?
yeah,
It was really nice.
Yeah.
See, her house, she has pictures too,
Yeah.
it's not, but we
Yeah,
didn't,
what's the condition of yours?
So my kitchen is Formica, it's like a galley almost.
Yeah, the old terracotta floor.
Yeah.
and non-matching
Yeah,
appliances.
so you can, scroll through.
Okay. Are those, what are those cabinets? Are they wood?
They're like particle
No,
board.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Composite.
Yeah.
Composite, yeah.
Exactly.
And she took another picture that there's.
What's your countertop, Formica?
Formica.
Good old Formica.
That's what I have in my house. Never could afford to do it anymore. Oh, yeah. Okay, your driveway's correct.
Oh, definitely.
And the side yard is so small, you can't add on. So if somebody were
This
to
is
say.
.14, yeah, no, I know, I know these lots.
It's a durable house, but
Yeah, it's charming.
I just don't know if we
Thank you.
listed it that we could get, I mean,
All right,
you
so
might.
in terms of 3 bedrooms, this sold for $655 Mill Plain Road, okay. Bradley Street, I don't know that I'd use that. Mill Plain Road, this was the tear down. They put up new construction.
Mm.
Yeah, this is, what's his name? Yeah. So I don't know that we'd use this either. Okay.
So those are
And
the
where-
only
and let me-
neighborhood ones.
Let me see this. All right. $400? What is that? So small.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, I
Didn't
can,
get the whole thing in.
I still don't need reading glasses, but it's
Wow.
like, I gotta concentrate here, okay. Hazel Street, that's on the other, where is that? Hazel
Most of these are not in a good
Yeah.
area, but they're the only 2-bedroom houses.
Street? Just don't like the way these confusion. Oh, they can't, maybe. Campfield, no. 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 Let me just look here. There's gotta be something that, I just think we can find something else. Give me a minute here. And also, while I'm looking, I'm going to, all right, location. Let's look up Perry Street. No, that's not helping you. Nope. Style and living area. Bedrooms, 2. You can kind of look through the 2 bedrooms and see if there's any location there that you can find. But I'm going to start with
Sterling, so these are all the same Castle Streets that were on this.
What's
Reed.
all right, Reef, that's,
There's the.
well, maybe, no, not really.
3 bedroom.
No. Let's see.
Henry.
Henry.
90.
3 bedrooms.
All right, what's that?
Henry Street, 3 bedrooms.
What's the address on
690.
Henry?
200. They knocked that one down.
Okay, but you know what, what, you might be considered a tear down
Right,
to a builder,
probably, sure.
because that's what's happening over there.
Yeah.
So 200 Henry, and that's what?
That sold for $690 on 12/27/24. 3-bedroom, 1 bath,
Okay.
Cape.
And what's the square footage on that?
1111, 1111. So that's
Okay.
right on the same.
Yeah,
I like it.
Okay.
I like that.
That's good.
what's the Post Road?
Post Road, Cape.
3-bedroom, 480.
Where was that? That was up by Holt Highway, I think. That was that little bitty brick house.
Yeah, we can't use
Yeah.
Post Road, that's,
Yeah.
Oldfield?
Oldfield south of the Post Road, but that's the one.
Yeah, but it's 3-bedroom.
Yeah.
Where's Harper Drive?
It's in
Yeah,
Southport.
yeah.
My sister used to live there.
Oh, Round Hill.
Yeah, that's one for 700, but that was 3-bedroom, 2 bath.
So, I mean, that's higher than that.
Let me just get okay, let's see. Hey.
Where's Old Elm?
Oh, gosh, I know I should know this. Oh, my goodness.
How about
All
High
right, so your Perry Street is in the university area. Here's one for $699. They closed in July. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath colonial, 1198 square foot. I mean, it's worth noting. And 161 Crestwood. Almost 7, 25, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And that was all redone. That was really cute, really cute, all redone. For the fact that it's sold for $699, all redone. All right. Here's one on Quaker Lane, 123 Quaker. It sold for $639. Now, granted, that was it's probably a tear down, I think. I don't think they've done it yet, but that's sold in May of 25, 3-bedroom, 1 bath Cape, 1,092 square feet, and that was on 1/4 acre, so that's definitely going to be a tear down.
And here's at Mill Plain Road,
3-bedroom.
687, 2225. How far down is that? 2225.
1448 square feet.
But I mean, even, well,
This is good though, the,
Same road.
Mill Plain Road.
which one?
It's Mill Plain Road for 687,
What's the number on that one?
2225. Square footage, 1448.
And that's 2 full baths.
Yes, 3-bedroom.
And that's all for $645,
687.
$687. And when did it?
March 2024.
Okay. And that's a, what, 3-bedroom?
3-bedroom, 2 full bath.
And what's the square footage on that?
1448.
And just say that the size of the lot?
Yep.
0.23.
All right. So, and then you've got this one at 1331. So this gives us, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 5 comps right
Right,
now
oh,
in
good.
that 639 to 690. And the 690, you know, and the 699 actually all redone.
For 3 bedrooms.
This one,
So the neighborhood is better than just the 2 bedrooms, doesn't matter, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And then,
Oh, Round Hill Road, 725.
That's 2.5 bath and 3 bedrooms.
yeah. So how did you get to the 650?
I think that just with what we were seeing, the numbers of again, like there is no certainty that I would even get 650 for my house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
and I think that, you know, staff we didn't want to go too low, we didn't want to make it seem like, but, you know, it's 60% more than my last assessment, which is a lot,
this is,
in my opinion.
even just looking at the tear down, 1054 Mill Plain, that's a tear down, that was a tear down, and that went for 590. Let me see, Quaker Lane went for 639, that's a tear down. I don't know what these other two, oh, wait a minute, let me see. Quaker Lane, let's see. So, I have to look at these other two, I don't know if these were tear downs, do you? 225, okay, let me just look it up. Let's just see.
But Jennings Road, should be comp or no? Not really.
Well,
Right by Middlebrook, the 2225, that's not too far up.
yeah, but listen, it's university, so
Yeah.
that's,
This is Jennings, 620, 4 bedrooms. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong line. No, this is.
24, it's really far back.
oh, okay, that's that little cape, you know that one.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think that one sold.
Yeah, and that was all redone.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, that's interesting, right?
And then, all right, so, you know, we've got some good comps here.
With this Jennings Road one, we're Jennings 620, but it was April 2nd, 2024. Jennings Road says 5 bedroom, 2 bath, and sold for 620.
That just bumped me out.
2,400 square feet.
Geez, look at a mess.
I know.
Yeah. Frustrating doing it on your cell phone. But when we deliberate, we'll have our laptops with us, so it'll be easy to look through
Mhm.
everything. 620 Jennings. Oh, I think.
127 Jennings
Oh,
Road.
I'm sorry. 127?
Yeah, Jennings. It was sold for $620.
Oh. Okay. Let me see which one that is. Yeah, that had been on the market a long time. Oh, no, it closed in 23, and then they had them on for a while, and they took it off. Oh, that one, yeah, you know what, that's past Black Rock Turnpike, on the way down to, it's
Oh.
yeah, you go past the gas
Right.
station on Black Rock Turnpike there, and you keep going. I wouldn't use that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, but so we've got a few good ones here, I like the 200 Henry, 3-bedroom. I like the Crestwood, that's all redone, take into account your condition.
Do you need pictures sent, like?
I mean, all I can do is tell them what I saw on your phone. If you want to add the photos to this file, then I would just email them.
Oh, great.
Or bring them in.
Okay.
And
Whatever, if I could email them right now.
Yeah, to the assessor's office.
Yeah.
And then reference your file number, which is 98.
Yep.
So. And that would be helpful. Okay. So.
All right.
I'm going to end the recording. Okay, the time is 10:33. This is appeal number 180.
Correct.
And I am Helene Daly, and this address is 170 Ivy Lane, and the appellant is Catherine Sheltowski. Catherine, I'm going to swear you in. If you'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, so sign there next to the X. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And now, so the town has you at 1561800, and you're asking to go to 1343771, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So tell me how you got there.
Okay. I have some additional comps, but essentially my land deal card indicates that we have flat property.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. We don't have flat.
Choho.
Yeah. So I've attached
Where are you on Ivy? So when
So
you
we're-
come in off of Holcomb Road.
highway
Or
on the
Hol-
left.
Hol- yeah.
On the last house on the left before you hit Flintlock. So
Okay.
I'm next to, there's a kind of like a Flintlock reserved lot right next to us, that's like a wetland.
Yeah, like a ravine kind of thing.
It's just like an
It's
undeveloped.
Isn't it? No?
That isn't sloping, but it's just a runoff, for
Okay.
that development that is left undeveloped. So if you come down Village Lane, you're looking at my
Yeah.
backyard,
Yeah, okay.
essentially. So when you look at my house, I'm up on a hill. The side part of my property looks flat, but in the backyard, it slopes. So I do have a scan of the topography, which is in there,
Okay.
in that whole packet, but this is from mine.
So where is,
So-
Ivy is this?
So this is Ivy,
This is Ivy.
yeah. That's Ivy, so,
That's
front of my
it.
house, side of my house, and then the topography, this is in my neighbor's yard, but that's at 50, and you can see it goes down to 34.
Oh, wow.
And then there's pictures, which was, like a snow out, but you know, this is taken from the bottom of, this is the back of my house, so this is taken from as far as I can get down to all the snow, and looking up. So my backyard slopes down. That is an easement that's on my property. So this is there's a drain, like a well, right? A drain pipe that runs through, and there's a culvert, and there's a stream that runs behind my property in between us and my neighbor. So that is not, the easement isn't indicated on the.
I'm just gonna look.
Nope. So the topography isn't, this isn't, this is my, and then, I probably should have put a picture of my tree line, because there's a section of my property that just slopes down to a stream, in between my neighbors. But I'm up, we're up on a hill, so that doesn't really affect us.
So, when it, that one that said the 50.
Oh, yeah, that, the topography one.
Yeah, so what does it start at here on the front? What's the number on the front level?
That's a good question. Again, I'm not actually, I do have my survey with me. Maybe it'll say, I was trying to find something that would show in numbers what that elevation was, and I really had a hard time, to be honest.
This is Paulette coming down. Can I just?
Wait, all right, no.
I have a question about it.
Yeah, sure.
Height. What? What's that? Let me see. No. Okay, bye. Okay, so.
I'm trying to see if it indicates the height, but I would say that my house probably should, let me see, on my field card, which I have, road,
So if you were to just measure the slope, what would you say it's like 6 feet, 8 feet, like from level?
So I was thinking this was like somehow 50 feet above like sea level or something. So the difference from here to here, and this is not that much different, but my assumption is.
Where does it start to, like this backyard, is that level?
No.
Where does it start to slope?
So it slopes, so here's my house, okay. So it's, like I have a deck and everything off of here, and then behind, right behind that, it slopes down, from, I think these ridges are kind of like, levels almost.
Okay. So it's not sloping that way, it's sloping this way.
It's sloping this way. Like, we sled in our yard. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But we sled and, in our yard.
Okay.
Because it goes this way.
Yeah.
So high to low.
That's a good 15% drop.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, from 50 down to 34.
Yeah.
Yeah. 15% drop.
So you can, like this is the back of my house, this picture.
Yeah.
So, it's, so obviously from this, from this part, show how
Yeah.
that slope is.
And you know, that's not something they can see from the
From the
road.
front, correct.
Yeah.
So if you look at
Yeah.
my house, it's from the street
Mhm.
set up, which I probably do have pictures of that, but the side yard looks flat from the road.
Yeah,
But if you go into my backyard, you can see the tree line to the left of my house. You know, it basically slopes down to that flat street level.
yeah.
And that's what you can't see from just driving by.
So your land valuation,
Is that a 1?
I'm just looking for the appraised amount, is,
Yeah.
1,090,000, is that 90?
Yeah.
106. No, 100, yeah. Okay, so I'm wondering, so the question for the assessor would be, if we change that topography number and give you an adjustment on,
The land portion.
actually, neighborhood adjustment, looks like, I wonder if they gave you a 20, because it's like 1.75 in the neighborhood adjustment. I could ask about that.
Well, that's an increase, right? When you
Well,
calculate out the.
Yeah, but, oh, maybe.
Yeah, that increases it. So like I was trying to look, you know, in our neighborhood and, you know, close in. So I found 2 properties that had topo and easement, but not,
Okay.
but not not setback, not the upland review. But I don't think that says it on any of these. Right, so this part where,
Well, easement, it should say on there.
yeah, easement it doesn't, so this one says topo and
Because you have
easement.
you have nothing on it.
Right,
Yeah.
so this one says topo and easement, and that's at a 0.9, and this one is, topo and easement at a 0.85. So, you know, I think I'll return it to 80,
And
not knowing, but then I did some more digging and
which one
found,
are those? 671 Cedar.
and that's a copy for you. This is a
Mhm.
copy.
0.85 on the land condition. And an easement
Yeah.
adjustment. And their land is 1,600. But they have, how many, what's
We
your
have 1
acreage?
acre.
1 acre. And this is, they have almost 2 acres here. They're not much more than you. Okay, that's one. So what would be interesting is to see, like, to break that down into square footage of that acreage and see what the price per square foot is, and then apply that to your acreage. You know,
Okay.
it's like taking the, let's see, I can never remember how many acres or not.
I have done, here, well, spreadsheet. Probably didn't factor in the acreage. 6.9, like what those.
43,560 square feet an acre. Okay. So. Yeah, so that's 1492. All right. And then this one is, wait, this, 42,560. Hi. Next two. Okay. All right. So if you were to, just take your 43560 times 1492 per square foot, you get a 71 here. You get a land value of 649,915, which I don't know. Well, and then if you were to take,
My spreadsheet just applies the condition value down for the land portion.
and you have that spreadsheet there.
I do, like, I think, Cedar is 90, or they at 90,
Yeah,
or 85.
yeah.
They're at 90?
They're at 90. No, that's the other.
So
They're at
85.
They're at 85. Yeah.
Okay, so I have the land value, we did it, at 926. The building at 467, so the total at 85, I think it comes out to 139.8. So the value, I think I put in 180, so that was 1343 on my top sheet, right?
Okay.
43, that was at 80, but if you did it at 85,
And that's all here.
well, this spreadsheet is not there. I just put, at the time I did this, I put down a 0.8.
Can you get us that spreadsheet?
Yeah.
And send it to the assessor's office and reference file 180,
Yeah,
because that's going to be important.
to show the difference.
Yeah.
From going from
Yeah.
a one condition to a 0.8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, because that's really what you're contesting, is just the land, right?
It's the land, not the,
And the fact that you don't have either one of those condition factors on your field card should make a difference.
Okay.
And I don't know where it's gonna come out, but
yeah,
we'll do our best. and try
somewhere
to-
less than a 1.
Yeah,
Probably
exactly.
not
Oh, yeah. All right, I just started the recording, this is Appeal Number 356, the time is 10:52. The address is 31 Dean Lane, and the appellant, oh, are you an attorney?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so you're representing Karen and William Schwartz?
Yes.
Now, I have down here the appellant is John Akampora, so you're an associate with them.
Yes.
And what is your name?
Karen Baldwin Kravitz.
And
K-R-A-V-E.
K-R-A-V-E. I don't need to swear you in because you are an attorney. So, and you work for Jim Baldwin? Is that Baldwin?
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
you work for
No, I
John
work for John.
Akampora. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
No, is he a Fairfield County attorney? Jim?
Jim is, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. All right, so and my name is Helene Daly, so just to review, the town has you at 1,199,400, and you're asking to go to 768.
Yes.
Okay. All right, why don't you tell me how you got to that number?
Well, the comps that I reviewed and pulled are projected a little higher number, but I just want to present those to you. I do think it's still high compared to these two in particular. So this.
Where on Dean Lane is this? Because I know that street when you come up the hill and you make the left on Dean. Is it like in the little cul-de-sac there?
I'm not sure, but it's a condo. It's
Yeah.
a condo complex.
Right.
All right, so this first one is 15 Dean Lane, so it's not in the complex, but it's nearby. And this one is at 958,700. And it is bigger. And it's got 4 bedrooms instead of 3. So if you look at just the square footage, just to try to get an idea, this one is at 344 a square foot, 15, and ours is at 461. So that's a big difference. And if we just applied the square foot number of that one, ours would be at 890.
So this is not a sales comp, it's
No,
just.
this is just what you have it at.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay. So that it would be at 893. That's just to give you an idea. And then the other one I wanted to focus on is 39 Eaton Court, which is actually in that same condo complex.
Yep.
That one is smaller, but it does have 4 bedrooms. And that one's at 394 square foot. So if you kind of put us on par with them per square foot, we'd be at 1 million. So my thought is,
And what would the 15 would be, what would you be at?
it'd be at 893. So even if you, obviously this one bigger and more bedrooms, not in the complex, is lower. So there may be a reason for that. So,
Okay.
in between it would be like 950. That seems like a reasonable landing place. So I don't know if you want a copy to see?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. Okay, so no, you don't have any sales comps, right?
No.
Just that, yeah.
Yes.
Did you look for sales comps?
Yes.
And there just weren't any?
Yeah, no, we didn't find any.
Yeah, because I know that there have been sales up there. Tell me, so how did you get to 768,400? Because the two you gave me, you'd be 893, or you'd be 1 million. So how did you get to 768,400?
Let's see.
Taking into account that it's 3 bedroom and not 4, one factor, right?
Yes. Yes. That was probably the pre-valuation reval, I'm guessing.
But we're talking about, like $120,000 difference between, your 768,400 and what the 15 Dean Lane, if we took that price per square footage, would give you 893.
Yes.
So just wondering how you actually got to 768.
No, I mean, I think there was a sense this was just an overvaluation.
Yeah.
And supported by comparable units, but not fully to the 768.
Yeah.
To something more between 850 and 950. I mean,
Tell me about the condition of the inside of this
it's
unit.
it's in good condition. We're not claiming it should be
lower because of the conditions, certainly. It's 1994 it was built, and 1995 it says on the field card.
So is it original kitchen, original?
Yes. 90% good. And the kitchen's listed as average, and the bathroom's listed as average.
Okay, the original kitchen is that. Do you know if this is a walkout or a lower, if it has does it have a finished lower level?
Yes. Let's see, it's got 1390, well, it says it's 0 living, 1391 floor, so that's not finished. Oh, it does say finished, but it says 0 living, so I'm not sure. I guess that means it doesn't have egress to be living, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's finished, 1391 square feet.
Okay, so it's probably not a walkout.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then there's another 435 unfinished.
Mm-hmm, yeah, okay. All right, so, Karen, here's how it will go. We'll get to this deliberations probably, hopefully, first week in April, and you'll get a letter from the town assessor's office with the results. We are a 5-member elected board. I'm one of the elected members, and then there's 4 alternates. So there could be up to 9 people voting on this at any hopefully we'll have most people there during most of the deliberations, but there's 911, so there's got to be some nights where somebody can't make it. So you'll get a letter stating either, yes, you got the appeal granted to 768-400, or you got a partial appeal granted, or you got denied. If you're denied, you can always go to the state superior court. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And thank you for the information.
And will the letter come to us, or do
It'll
you go
come,
homeowner?
good question. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
Since you were the appellant, I would hope that would go to both of you, but since you are the appellant and bringing the case before us, I would think it would go to you, definitely. But that's a question for the assessor's office, so I'm not really sure. It's a good question, though.
So we'll just tell us, like, keep an eye out, I do anyway.
Yeah, all right. And I'm going to end the recording. Okay, this is appeal number 165. And the address is 67 Waterville Road. And the time is 11:02. The appellant is Jan and Theodora Barinholtz. And I have Jan?
Jan.
Okay, all right, I'm going to, you're not an attorney, are you? Okay, looks like it could be an attorney. You dressed the part. Very nice. I'm going to swear you in. If you'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Okay. You will just sign next to the X, just pen right there. Okay. So, just to review, the town has you at 1,206,100, and you were asking to go to 900.
Correct.
Okay, so why don't you tell me how you got to that number?
We'll start out by...
When you enter Waterville, where are you on the street? Let me see if I recognize the house.
Oh, okay. It's the second house on the right.
On the right, yeah. Okay. All right.
And
I've been on that street a lot because I used to go to Kooky Doctor. I lived across the street.
Dr. Morgan lived next door, yeah.
Okay.
This replaces something that I sent with the petition.
Okay.
Out of
All right.
town. And I've made certain corrections that also were in accordance with the notice that the petition removed.
Position 750 at Ray's Ranch. No central air. Partially above grade, huh?
It's about about, it's a
Like
foot
it
and a half.
needs a deck around
It's-
it?
No, well, it's built up about a foot and a half above grade level. I mean, it's mostly in ground.
So you don't have an ensuite master bathroom, but so it's one hall bath upstairs and then another
And one bathroom
downstairs.
downstairs.
Yeah.
It's we've owned this since 1987. There was an addition that was made, as I noted there, in approximately 1991, where we enclosed an outside deck to put in new supports for it. It was actually when digging those supports for the new deck, for the new enclosed portion, we found that there was a high water table. Our contractor ran into water, had to put in extra special footings. So that was.
Okay.
How do you want it? Now,
So-
you know that street. Let me mention a couple things about this. We've always called it the Morgan Estate. He was still there when we moved in. So it was getting on in years. There are 4 houses on that cul-de-sac. 3 were built around the early 70s, including ours. 2 of those 3 are colonials with basements. Ours is a raised ranch.
Right.
The reason for the raised ranch, we believe, was because of the substantial ledge underneath.
Yeah, because you're like basically on a slab.
Yeah, right, so exactly, yeah. And possibly the high water table. So that would have substantially increased the cost of construction. Now, as far as the high water table, one of our neighbors, Schulten, had his assessment reduced, but because he pointed out, has a basement underneath his colonial, and he has tremendous flooding problems.
Okay.
So I think we would have had the same similar problems. So somebody learned something. The 4th house was built around 1980. Maybe that was a colonial house. It's a contemporary house.
Yeah, that's the one that Melissa lived in?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that house. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that house,
Oh, that was in bad shape.
when the current owner bought it,
Yeah, and then
that was taken over from, I guess. The
bank owned it, yeah, and then somebody bought it.
Every time that's been sold over the last 37 years, it takes about 2 years to sell it. So if there's one thing in our neighborhood that's less desirable than a raised ranch, it's a contemporary house.
Yeah, that's not kept up, yeah.
Well, actually, before Melissa Love, that was her name now.
Yep.
She remarried. Before she bought it, people had come in. It was a couple that the husband was an architect.
Yeah,
Why
I know.
Harmon, I think.
Yeah.
Ann Harmon. I think that's.
And, no, I know
Harmon?
the architect, Scandinavian.
Right.
Yeah.
Harmon did the
Yeah.
Morgan House.
Oh, no, yeah. It just went right out of my head, but I know who you're talking about, yeah. His
So they
bills
came
are
in,
very-
they fixed it up.
Yeah.
And, Melissa Love bought it in probably peak of the market.
Yeah.
So I was just raising that to show there was a reason why they built a raised ranch on our property. In their house, that Melissa Love house, you can see this huge outcropping of rockets built.
Yeah.
Built that
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that's now, as I had mentioned, I was trying to do more research on this. There was a house at 875 Mill Hill Road, which is almost directly behind their house, which put in a pool that took months and months, and it was tremendous. I don't know if it was blasting. I know that every morning for weeks and weeks we would hear pounding.
Wow.
I put a call to Shoreline Pools, see if I could do some more research on that, but that was another sign of the subterranean conditions. So, to get to the meat of what I'm doing, the board's instructions were to focus on the entirety of the value of the entirety of the property as an entirety. That's what I've done. Now, the best way to do that is to find comparables that are of similar size, that are
Right.
recent, similar
Right.
function, similar utility, and similar condition if possible. So what I did was to examine the list that was the town's database, and
Did you do these lists? Yeah.
so those two properties there are those are the best comps. They're 2025, they're in Greenfield Hill, which is a good neighborhood, they're on an acre, I think they're exactly an acre, and they're in good condition. Here's a little bit, there's a summary. I've also included 3 raised ranches that occurred in 2024.
I've been in both of these houses.
Yeah, are you a broker?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
So, yeah, I know both of them. And this one on Brighton View was mint,
Yeah.
done up to the nines. They took out walls, they opened it up. It was absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. Totally renovated. And there was 2 on Mountain Law. I just want to make sure I know which one this is. I'm pretty sure. Is this the white one?
I've got
Is it the white one?
I think so. I went to look at it yesterday. Here,
Yeah, I
So
know
I've
that
got-
one
I've got
too.
the card.
Yep, okay. Yeah, can we have those too?
Sure. So what I have is cards and.
And actually, that showed well. It was all staged. And that had multiple bids on it.
Yep.
Yeah,
you can have this whole thing. I've got, also I printed out some pages from the brokers listing, which, well, I guess all the brokers will pick it up, so I don't have to do
No, this is good. Now, tell me about the,
And let me get, sorry. This was, the other good comp, so you know, is Brighton New Road, not far away from that one, also rebuilt, also a White House.
which one?
Brighton New Road,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the other one.
Yeah. No, I'm well aware of that one, yeah.
All right, so
107. And tell me about the interior condition of your house.
my house,
Yeah.
it's, except for the part that was done in the sunroom done in 1991, it's pretty much the same. The original kitchen, the main bathroom upstairs, the original bathroom, I think we put in some expensive tile on the floor. It's got a 1960s or 1970s tile on the ceramic tile on the
Okay.
walls and backs, Formica backsplash, Formica vanity.
So it's all 1971.
It's 1970.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
whole thing.
Like your roof, your furnace, all that kind of stuff.
The roof is in good condition. It's in very good condition because I had to do something because it was the previous roof dated back to the 1991 edition, so that was far beyond.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And they had to replace some of the one.
Okay.
The furnace, however, is another story. That's 1971 Wild McLean gas-fired boiler. My wife actually is waiting here from Southern Natural Gas because it's not working. I'm expecting that we're finally going to have to replace that.
Do you have any photos of the interior of your house?
Almost took something, but didn't. Apologize.
Well, I'll tell you what. It would be helpful, but I also, because I know the street, I know exactly where your house is. I've seen it. You're the second one in. I just remember it's very wooded in the front, and there were some trees that fell, and you know that they're still there. You know.
There wasn't. I'm talking about the tree that the apple tree was over.
There was a tree.
There was a tree.
Last time I was there was a tree.
Right next to the house, fell and ended up cutting it up for fire.
Okay.
That used to be an apple orchard. I think.
Okay.
Back to the-
All right. Yeah. Was there someone, is it one of your neighbors that has like a boat that they keep out?
That's me.
That's you, okay, you have a boat there too, yeah.
Well, now we've got it stored in,
Okay,
secret.
okay, yeah.
But you want to talk about the other comps that I didn't consider? Actually, you may know something more about this than anybody else. I put in a call to the broker who handled it originally. I have other comps, but they're less relevant. They're on that.
Yeah, well, I can tell you right now, just looking at that random road, we wouldn't be able to use that because of the
Oh,
location.
no, I went because, well, that went for 770.
Yeah,
It's a larger house than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't list that as one.
yeah, no,
Those two comps
these
are
two
good.
are good, I think,
There's
yeah.
also, there was 297 Bronson, which is a small lot. The comps that I have on there, both 2020 and 2025, are all an acre plus or minus, except for the Fairfield.
Yeah.
The Beach Road thing, which is also not a good comp because it's
Right.
a location, but I put that in
Right.
there to establish the high end of the range. I put the Random
Right.
Road in to establish the low end of the range. I put 297 Bronson in because it was a small lot. It's near the highway entrance, but it is apparently magnificently renovated. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Here's a picture of their bathroom.
I just see the front of the house.
So-
Oh, I think I know it, I think I know which one it is.
So, again, not a good comp. It's not really a good picture.
Yeah, I know which one that is.
So, I mean, that was a nice price, but that was, and that was fairly recently renovated. I tried
Yeah.
to confirm that with the broker, hasn't gotten back to me. One of the peculiar things, not peculiar, but
But that's actually good, that's a good comp too.
it's a good,
Yeah,
it's smaller land,
yeah,
probably an inferior location because it's like the highway,
yeah,
but it's magnificently renovated.
yeah,
And by way, went into the building department to see if I could find out some details about that. It said the last permit filing was in 2003, and I'm sure that's a lot more recent.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
which is one reason why the allocation of the
Well,
building.
sometimes with these, sales, you know, it reveals the fact that the permit could have been pulled but never closed. And so then they go through this process of just having, another inspection, and then they don't close out the permit, but they just give you a pass-fail.
There's no record
Yeah.
of filing.
Yeah, probably. They probably did it.
At some point, I'd be interested in your opinion of the highest and best use of my property, because I've always assumed it's a tear down. But the problem I realize is that if you tear it down, you have that slab. You don't know what you're going to run across
Yeah.
under the slab.
Yeah,
The value that the town, Vision put on it, $1.2 million. Somebody coming in to buy that as is, it's going to be a broker, not a broker, a
They won't.
developer.
they won't pay a penny too for that, I can tell you right now. They won't.
Yeah, and because if I put in
Yeah.
$300,000, it'd be worth $1.2 million, but that would be one of the
Yeah,
highest.
you'd have to totally modernize it and make it so spectacular. You'd have to do easily $300,000 to $400,000 to renovate that, yeah. Yeah,
So anyway, that's, when I saw the number, I was shocked. I
yeah,
understand how they got to it, but that's mass appraisal.
yeah.
One thing I guess I should mention, although I am retiring, or trying to retire, but Cappuccino and Godfather 3 keep dragging me down. I'm a professional appraiser. I'm a member of the appraisal institute.
Oh, is that right?
And I have a certified
I'm
general.
surprised you didn't do an appraisal on your property.
The shoemaker's children go barefoot. I've never appraised my property.
Oh, I'm gonna make note of that. Colin is an appraiser. That's important.
So, but I've been in, now we would have money to renovate it, but I don't know that I get the money back.
So do you do like bank appraisals?
I do mostly commercial appraisals.
Okay.
I don't do too much in Connecticut. I do a lot of the state stuff, it's all being recorded. I'm not advertising for me yet.
All right. Sounds a little wonky. Okay, the time is 11:23. This is appeal number 729. I am Helene Daly, and the address is 263 Katona Drive, and the appellants are Paul and Nancy Wiggum, and I have Paul here with me now. So, Paul, I'm going to swear you in. If you raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give pertaining to the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Okay, and if you will just sign next to the X. Thank you. All right, so just to review, the town has you at 1538700, and you are asking to go to 1250. Okay. All right, so why don't you tell me how you got to that number?
So what I did was I took the sales of homes in neighborhood 80 between the dates of October 24, 25. I did it in three, I put it in three sort of layers, one being all homes, one being colonial, one being enhanced colonial, which is what my house is captured as.
So was yours torn down and
no,
rebuilt?
it's a
so it was
remodel.
Okay, so what was it originally?
It was originally just one of those regular, I don't know what you call them, I'm new to the town.
Oh, okay.
You know those
A ranch?
split level?
Split level. Yeah.
And all he did was he knocked most of it down, and then he built up on the bottom layer, and the foundations are original. And so I just did simple math of what the average square foot was, the cost per square foot, or price per square foot of those homes during the period, and all of them were between 20-27% more than the assessed value of mine, or the valuation of my home. If I actually took the overall average of the homes that were sold during the period, and applied it to the living area of my home, it came out at 1.24.
All right, what are let's look at the comps that you used.
Yeah, so I used several, basically, I took all homes in the neighborhood, then I took the subset of anything with colonial, because it's colonial model, modern, colonial enhanced.
Yeah.
And then I took the subset of that, which is the colonial enhanced, which are mine.
Okay.
And so all three of them came out. The all homes came out that the average per square foot was 508, all colonial was 488, and colonial enhanced was 478, and mine was assessed at 609.
So is this
on this
the
sheet
list?
here,
This is the neighborhood list.
So this is neighborhood. So the first sheet is all homes that were sold during the period in the neighborhood, which is neighborhood 80.
And where did you get that? Is that
This
on
is
your
off your
field
web-
card?
this is-
Okay, so you took the list from
Yeah.
these lists.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's downloaded. This list is downloaded.
Gotcha.
Actually, I did include just to show you. This is the search I did on your site,
Yeah.
and these are the homes that you see in this spreadsheet
Yeah.
that your search gave me.
Okay.
Okay, so they're from the website.
These.
Yeah. Okay. And I just put them into the sheet. And like I said, I split it three ways just to make sure that I wasn't sort of
So
cherry-picking.
one was neighborhood.
One was neighborhood,
Yeah.
and the average per square foot was 508. Then I did all colonial, because there's colonial modern and
Yes,
there's colonial
styles.
enhanced, yeah.
Styles. Yeah.
And it came out at 488.
Okay.
And then I did just colonial enhanced, so a subset of colonial,
Yep.
and it came out at 478. And mine was valued at 609.
Interesting. And then your appellant you're valued at, how much?
609
609 per square foot.
of living space, yeah.
And so that's taking your,
Do you know what the problem is?
is that taking your dwelling? Or are you basing that on the entire appraised amount, divided by your square footage?
By my living space square footage, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So that's the, so that would be the 1,538,700 divided by 2523.
Correct,
Okay.
yeah. You know, if you actually look at the house, it's very deceiving. It looks,
Yeah.
there's not actually a huge amount of living space. It looks big, but it's very sort of split level, small rooms, so it's just a bit deceiving, I think, from the outside.
Okay. Got it.
So then what I did was, just to make sure again, because it was a remodel, so it's quite a new home, I took 6 homes that are currently for sale in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the last sheet that you'll see in there, which are these homes. These were all listed on Zillow. I included the Zillow printouts of those homes.
Oh, okay.
And that was just to see what a brand new home is going for.
Yeah.
And the brand new homes actually came out at $450. List price of $450.
That's this one here?
Yeah, the very last one, yes. So those were homes that at the time of I submitted, they were on Zillow for sale as new builds. And they were listed at an average of $450.
Okay.
So that was really the appeal on square footage. But then I also looked at, because it's quite a small parcel of land, so I also looked at the sales within the same list, which had a similar square footage of living space.
Yep.
But then looked at what they sold for, and so there was 2 homes which have double the plot of mine, but a similar living space.
Yep.
And they both went for about 1.3. And one went for 1.35, one went for 129.
So you're just under a quarter of an acre, so they have half acres of that?
Yeah, so they have I'm not very good with square feet, I'm not great, but 23,000. I got just over 9,000 square feet.
Yeah.
These 2 have 18,000 and 23,000.
Yeah.
And they went for 1.3, around 1.3.
Yeah, it's like, 45 or something square feet, 45,000 square feet or something for an acre.
Yeah.
So that was about half an acre.
And so, given my living space and the size of the land, for an evaluation of 1.5 just seemed way.
Yeah, because it's not. So, explain to me how it is on the inside. So you were a split. Does it feel like a colonial now?
It's still the same. In a split, you go into the kitchen.
And when you walk in the front door.
When you go in the front door, you've got your kitchen and a little sort of dining area. When you walk, just like you would normally.
Yeah.
In the split.
Yeah.
And then you go up some steps, and that's the old living area, bedroom sort of living area.
Yeah.
And all he's done is he's added this sort of bedrooms on top. So he took a regular split, which is usually about, I think, 1,100 to 1,300 square feet.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think I'm new here, and he put about 1,000 square feet on top. So when you go into it, that's what people say when they come in who are from Fairfield. You can still see it's the old.
Yeah.
There's 6 steps.
So you really can't compare it to newer construction.
No, not at all.
No.
It's literally a split level with an extra layer with that you put on top of some bedrooms.
And do you have a basement?
So the basement is finished, but it's not. We had to put a door between the kitchen and the basement because it's too cold down there. So it's in the list as finished.
So it's like a split. It's again that split level that just goes down a few steps.
And up a few steps, yeah. And the downstairs it's listed as a finished basement, but it's not living space. It's too cold down there. But that's the sort of, I guess, the original split. There's a few steps down and a few steps up.
Yeah,
That's still there.
It's still a split.
Yeah, it's a split with a layer.
It's not you as a colonial.
Okay, so that, like I say, I'm new to the town, so I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I had a feeling this is still presents as a split. You know, they're just doing a drive-by and looking at it and
Right.
thinking it's a, yeah, okay. All right, no, this is all good information. And this was done in 2023, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, there is one thing I didn't put in the appeal, but I'll mention it to you. So we paid 1.3
I was
for
going
it.
to ask you.
I overpaid, so I looked at, me and my wife wanted to move to Fairfield because we were adopting 2 kids.
Oh.
And we looked at 30 or 40 houses. We put offers in on half a dozen, they failed, and we were driving home one day, and we see this house like 3/4 finished. And my realtor went in, he called me on the way back to Greenwich, and he said, you should turn around. So we came back, and I said to the builder, have you sold it? He said, no. And I said, how much do you want for it? He said, 1.3. I knew it was overpaying. And he's a builder. That's the first number that came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And I turned to my wife, we can afford that. And we're staying in Fairfield for a long time, so I don't care that I'm overpaying. But I said to myself at the time, I hope we don't anchor on that as a fair market value, because it wasn't. It's just that I couldn't find a house.
I know.
So I overpaid at the time.
Everything got skewed.
Yeah. So I didn't put that in the appeal because I don't think it's. I just anchored it on the actual sales in the area.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will help.
Well, listen, we will try to do the best we can with this. I know that aspect of it is going to come up in your deliberations, but a lot of things have been skewed by the lack of inventory.
The guy who sold, my realtor, he told me the time. He says you're overpaying.
Who is your realtor?
It was Berkshire Hathaway.
Oh yeah, who?
Oh,
Anthony?
No, it was a young fella.
Oh,
very young, dark hair. Looks like George Michael as a young fella.
Oh, was it not Anthony?
No, I'll get you. But he told us at the time, you're overpaying, definitely, by a lot, like 150, maybe 200,000. But if you're going to stay in the town and you want to get in,
right?
He'd shown us 30 homes.
No, it's true.
So
it's true. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. We'll do the best we can with this, Paul, and you'll be hearing from the assessor's office. We'll deliberate on this probably sometime in April.
Okay.
Although we will be going into May too. So you'll hear from them eventually. You'll either get a partial appeal, the full appeal, or a denial. And then if you're not happy with that, you can go to the state.
Okay.
And it's pure.
Hopefully.
We'll do the best we can.
I do appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the time is 11:41. This is appeal number 233. I am Helene Daly, and this address is 1627 North Street, and the appellant is Martha Curtis. And who do we have in attendance?
Eileen Bonaventura, her friend.
Eileen?
Eileen, A-I.
Oh, I?
A-I-L-I-C-I-D. It's a black.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Bonaventura. I can do that.
Right. I'm an agent and an appraiser.
Oh, okay. All right.
My bestie.
So, yeah.
I'm holding her hand.
So, I just need to swear you both in.
Okay.
If you raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just sign next to you. Who are you with? I'm with broker?
Somebody,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're in big software.
Okay, yeah.
And Greg, I want to show you.
I know.
And Greg Lane
Everybody in
referred
the-
me as.
Wonderful.
Appraiser.
He just left.
Right.
He's the best. The best. That's great. Okay. So the town has you at $1,030,100, and you were asking to go to $900,000, right?
Yes.
Okay. How did you get there?
So, we have some comps, and I think she's being a little too generous to the town.
I guess, I'm not greedy, it's just too much.
But so we have the console printed out, and
So you're basically, you're a small colonial. You're a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,086 square feet, correct?
Correct.
and the year they have down,
I-
sorry about that,
1916 is the year you say it's built. That's the year it was moved up the road
From the
from
reservoir.
It was
1912.
built in 18-something.
Oh, okay,
No
it says
pay.
here 1912, okay.
Right, that's when they moved it up the road, and they put it on a new stone foundation.
from the reservoir.
They filled in the Hemlock Reservoir. So it's got, the original, has, no nails. I mean, I'm talking 18,
And
it's a poor man's farmhouse. It's a little teeny farmhouse, no
Okay,
ceilings.
so
no
the
building.
original, year built is what?
I don't know, 18-something.
Late 1800s?
Yeah.
Okay.
The stairs to the second floor are like this. I worry about my friend, she's getting older. I can't even do those stairs.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're like
remember,
that.
Yeah,
And they're high risers.
yeah.
Yeah, I did bring some photos, I don't know.
Okay. So you have some sold comps?
Yeah, so this is your copy, and it has, I did the land,
Is that all in here too, or?
No, these are new.
Okay.
because I kind of did newer ones, and Eiley helped me sort of pick, ones that are more exact.
Okay.
They're
What
all,
would be more comparables? I put in Fannie and Freddie guidelines, not to exceed 15 or 20% on
Okay.
GLA, similar
Okay.
lot size. And then these were the town, so this is her proposed assessment right now. And then per address, this is the town's new proposed land value and the new proposed building value. We divided it and got the cost per square foot. And if you look at her building value at 131, I mean, she's way skewed.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Okay.
so, in all of those are examples of both land and
But then
home.
the land is another,
The land is a big part. This is in your packet, but I brought mine too, to show you, I have a lot of wetlands. So I also have one of the highest land values.
Is
And,
that on your?
yes, that is in there.
The adjustment for the?
I don't know.
I don't see anything on here for wetlands.
Right, but this is from the town,
Yeah.
wow, a lot of wetlands.
And it dissects the property.
We're right down the middle. And I have that farmhouse that sits on the edge of the road.
She didn't see it on that map there,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah,
So, right,
yeah.
and so, her only other usable stuff is back there, but there's no connectivity. I mean, the town would never let you put a pool back
Right,
there.
ADU or
right,
pool,
and you're,
right.
this is the property line for the other neighbor,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
So, I mean, almost half my land is unusable, and you're charging more than half. You're charging me more than anybody else on that list, and it's like,
It could be developed.
right.
Right.
It's, so, I wrote
Okay.
down all this stuff now.
All right, so then,
Yeah,
so these are all sold properties, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
During the
But they're all-
election period.
Yeah, they're all right around the corner, like they're
Right.
Yeah,
close by.
yeah, I can see that.
And one of the
Yeah.
things I think they don't take into account is I'm literally the last street in town of Fairfield. Across the street from me is Easton.
Mhm.
So I'm the least accessible to all town amenities, the dump, all that, the beaches, everything.
do you have trouble with like cell service and stuff up there?
I have no
Yeah.
cell service. It's
Yeah.
all Wi-Fi
Yeah.
calling. I can't
Yeah.
do cell service. I don't have sewer, I don't have water, and I don't even have a fire hydrant. Really pisses me
Yeah.
off. So, those are just things that are,
If you were to choose like the top 3 on this sheet, what would you say?
Yeah, yesterday you said, oh my God, that would be a perfect one, but I don't remember which one you were.
so let's see, I guess Shrub Oak is the closest to me.
But again, it was built in 1963.
I know.
None of them are. Burr Street, there was one
The one on Western Turnpike, but that's,
It's an antique, right, but it's also on a really heavy road, right? But it's also 2 acres.
they're all 2 acres, they're all
Right.
basically they're all 2 acres.
I put in my appraisal search criteria.
Yeah. I mean, the Burr Street is right around the corner,
Yeah.
so I would say that, no.
That might be number 3 or 4, but no, what would be your number 1 one?
yeah, 51, so,
Maybe Audubon?
The Audubon, should I put one?
Yeah.
but that's a Cape Cod.
But do you have low ceiling height upstairs?
Oh, everything's low ceiling height, you can't hang anything, everything is like a flat light upstairs, like a mounted, it's not
I want to be able to compare it to an older
There was
home.
nothing that sold that, and I'm such a rare house, like a different house.
Nothing
There
in
aren't even
Greenfield,
that much
no.
around me that's like that, because originally I was the house up there.
Yeah.
And then the land around it was sold and developed.
We also brought in a land sale at 180 Catamount, and that was 2 acres,
Yeah.
and that sold for $568.
And
There was something, was it Reading Road? There was an old house recently.
but I think the
remember.
problem is it's huge, I think I know what
No,
you,
it was small. It was small. Something sold recently. Let me see if I can find it.
Right, and don't forget about the barn.
Yeah, and I will talk about fine. Yeah. So she's doing that land we discussed, really good thing, right? So the wetlands is 40, yeah, and they've really increased my land, so, very close proximity to the road, I'll show the pictures really quickly, staircase, no insulation, stone basement, small rooms, low ceilings, and, do you want me to talk while I'm sorry, I don't know if I do while you're trying to help me.
What's that?
Right,
Do you want me to, I know, I feel like I don't want to talk.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to,
Yes, no. I don't know. Is that it? I think that is.
Yeah. Then also in your packet is a land sale that, sold for a lot less land than what mine is, and Catamount is right near me too. And I have an issue with my value of my barn, which is like an old falling down barn that is set on fieldstone. You cannot park anything in it, you cannot do anything in it. Someone originally had horses in it.
Yeah, it's got the old wooden floors that go under your way.
And they're saying it's like almost $36,000, and you can't use it as a garage. If it was a garage, okay, I could see that, but mine is not.
yeah, that's Tanglewood. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Nope, that's not it either. Let me try to find it a different way.
What if I went into Zillow?
We'll take out the square footage. And let me just,
Okay, you go. Okay, you go. All right. Thank you.
I think you're in good
Thank you for
hands.
being my friend.
And I think
Coming.
And don't forget your bullet points. Put a check mark next to your list, so you know you've covered them all.
I'm just gonna make a note. So I can see it. I can see that.
I think it was Reading.
Yeah.
I'll look through when I get back to the office.
It was, and very close to the road, and it was,
And Upper Reading.
I'm trying to remember if it was like, I can't remember if it was like past Merlin's, or it probably was Upper, I think it was Upper.
Upper Reading, which is not, am I considered Upper Reading? Is that would be upper or lower? I don't know,
past the auto, I mean, as you know, I'm literally the last street.
Yeah.
over by 58. And she's also, right, no garage, and getting out of her driveway because she's at the crest of the hill is dangerous.
Yeah. Just see.
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Oh, what is,
1711 Reading Road. It sold for $815 in September of 25. And 1576 square feet, so lower in square feet, but four bedrooms, 2 full baths, on 2 acres.
3 bedrooms.
And, you know, needed work. That's a good comp. I knew there was something.
yeah, and that's the other thing, I have not done anything in that house.
Yeah.
Since you renovated it when the kids were little.
Let's see, 2000, 26 years ago.
And this is a 1928 colonial. No, this is a good one.
Okay, I think you're in good hands with Celine.
Thank you.
Great to you, Celine.
You're
You gotta
welcome.
go get
Okay.
some new town.
Thank you so much, Wendy. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
All right, thanks for coming.
Yes.
925. 15 feet. 4 bedroom. 2 bath. Yeah, this is a good one. All right, let me see what else we can find here.
Yeah. I do think the wetlands is like a big
It's
issue, you
huge.
know?
It's huge.
So.
Circling and not opening here. Yeah, everything else I'm ready is not too high. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I have a little house, and there are a lot of little houses.
Yeah.
And some woman once said to me, oh, you know that little cottage on North Street? And I'm like, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Good
No,
for me.
I'll
by
tell you what,
myself,
I'm
single.
gonna make a note. All right. Check over. Yes. Grand Hotel.
Well, that's the other thing. It was like, oh, you're Greenfield Hill. I'm like, yeah, but I'm the backside of Greenfield Hill. I'm not, I'm not Vernon Hill. I'm not Hillside. I'm not,
Yeah.
So,
No, that's good comp. And I'll tell you what, in this market, because we have so little inventory to go by,
right.
It's hard to find 3 comps.
Well, and
You
I mean, the Burr Street is right around the corner from me, and it sold for $970, and
Yeah.
it is huge square feet.
Well, and it's a 1961
I know,
colonial.
but I can't find anything
Right.
else.
No, but I mean, that's
Yeah.
the point of comparison.
Right.
Because you are, and
So
your
much
house is a very niche buyer.
No insulation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna show you those stairs, you're gonna be like, yeah, helps my butt, I gotta tell you. Because it is like a trial, but young people don't want this anymore, they don't,
No.
this is my stairs.
Yeah.
It is this wide, carrying a laundry basket.
And no
barely
insulation,
fits.
what else? Steep.
No insulation, steep stairwell, small rooms, low ceilings, I have a stone basement,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're scary. I have like 15 mousetraps down there.
Yeah.
I'm right on the road.
Do you have central air?
Well, that's the thing, I have part central air and part units.
Okay.
Someone else put it in.
Okay.
No
No garage.
garage, and a lot of steep, this is a road, I know it's hard to see it coming down, so when you pull out, you have to open your window and listen. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, not that that's I suppose, but a lot of my land is steep. That just shows you some of the steepness.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
know, that doesn't- I don't know what matters. So this is, and one thing I want you to check is the barn. Like, this is the barn, just to show you a couple pictures. It's on fieldstone, as you can see.
yep,
So it cannot support anything
yeah,
other than, the lawnmower in there. That's about it. So I think it's also priced, and we had an example of a barn that is, they're saying my barn is almost $68 a square foot. Where is that? And I
yeah.
would say that's too high.
I'm gonna give these back to you because I don't think we'd use them, and it's just confusing things.
Okay.
Um,
You want that sheet, right?
I do.
Okay,
yes.
and you have that,
I
right?
have, I need this, I don't know if I have it.
So I'll give you mine, I had two
Wait a
copies.
minute, let me just,
I don't think I really took mine, but I'll give you mine. Oh, wait, no, you're right, I did take yours. This is for you.
yeah. Oh, here it is, I
Yeah,
have it.
that is, so you really need that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I need that,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's just these, we just printed everything out just so
Yeah.
you could show it. And, as I said, I haven't done anything, major.
Yeah,
I redid the bathroom slightly about, 10, 12 years ago,
Yeah.
but that's it, nothing else.
yeah. All right, no, this is good, and I'm glad we got that Reading Road, because to me, that's your best comp. That's your
Okay.
best comp right there.
Thank you. Thank
Yep.
you for remembering that.
Yeah, well, you know what, that's the thing, we don't always remember exactly where it is, but I knew there was something on, I'm pretty sure it was Reading Road, yeah. Yeah.
Do you want anything?
No, I think we're good,
I'm not living for miracle, I'm just trying to be fair.
I know,
you
I know, and
I think
honestly,
they're lumping me with everybody, and it's not fair to say, oh, you just can't.
yeah. All right, Martha, I'm gonna end the recording.